question of whether demonic possession is real or not has gone on for as long as possible. The video clearly answers the question in the alternative. This shows a woman in a plane acting rather weirdly. She lined the chairs and clawed the air as if fighting something invisible. A man was exploring the woods, filming his surroundings as he ventured deeper into the dense forest. The atmosphere felt unsettling, but he continued walking, unaware of what he was about to witness.
I'm seriously freaked out now. A minute ago I could hear like really loud moaning, like just booming across the mountains. So I've come down to where I could hear it. I got to this old well and it stopped. I mean, that thing's wild freaky. It's like something out of The Ring. But just as soon as I got here, just from over there's no track or anything, it's just wood. This girl appeared, dressed kind of like a monk, no shoes, no hair.
Suddenly, he spotted a creepy old woman standing completely still among the trees.
So I said bonjour and that, she responded. I asked if she was okay, but she didn't respond then, she just carried on walking. So I carried on a bit and thought, I better double check. Went to go and find her again. She's gone.
She seemed to be staring directly at him, her presence sending chills down his spines as he dashes away from whatever that might be.
Look that way, that's where my van is, and that goes to the road. But down where she went, that way, there's nothing, and there's nothing for miles. Where did she go? I'm gonna leave.
A group was exploring a dead forest, documenting the creepy atmosphere as they walked through the barren trees and dead animals' remains.
আল্লাহ কিসের মাথা কেমন দেখতে তাগফিরুল্লাহ আউযু বিকালিমাতিল্লাহি তাম্মাতি মিন শাররি মা খালাক ঠিক আছে কিন্তু ওরা আমাকে অ্যাটাক করার ট্রাই করতেছে শব্দ পাইতেছে পিছনে ডাইনে বামে দিকে মনে হচ্ছে এই যে গাছটা দেখা যায় এখানে আল্লাহু আকবার
As they moved deeper, following weird noises, they observe a weird figure in the distance, standing still before slowly fading away.
কি ভয়ঙ্কর দেখতে চোখে আস্তাগফিরুল্লাহ অনেক দূরে
A girl was walking her dog through the woods at night, casually filming as she strolled along the dimly lit path. The atmosphere was quiet, with only the sound of footsteps and rustling leaves filling the air.
Come on, Bruce. What's up?
Suddenly, her dog stopped, ears perked up, and began staring intently at something in the trees. It let out a low growl, clearly sensing something unusual.
Come on. Come on. Oi. Come on. Bruce. Come on.
Unaware of what was happening, the girl continued walking, not realizing that a shadowy figure was standing just ahead, silently watching her from the darkness. A man was driving through the woods when he came across an old train track. The area looked abandoned, with trees growing around the rails.
Oh boy.
As he watched, a train moved along the tracks by itself, with no one visible inside or operating it.
Well, that ain't good. Don't know who's running that, but I mean, yeah, okay.
A man came to work, ready, but met a ghost on duty. Everything looks normal at first, but watch carefully what happens next.
We have a ghost in our company.
An object on the table moves on its own, and one of the windows suddenly comes off.
I had to break into Cody's office. Got scared. Creepy.
On November 8th, 2010, a woman sitting in what looks like a cafeteria had one of the worst moments of her life. A chair suddenly moved behind her, and just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse, this happened. Prepare for chills. This footage is truly unsettling. It shows 4 naked figures, their movements disturbingly unnatural as they leap from a fence with agility that defies human limits.
What were these things? Some people said that they were frogs, but they were too large for that to be true. The way they hop off the ledge and then continue leaping away is very uncanny and strange.
Some say they resemble oversized frogs, but no known creature fits the description. The conclusion: skinwalkers or literal demons.
What do you think they were? That were caught on the video?
In November 2022, just before midnight, a security camera captured something shocking. What appears normal at first soon takes a bizarre turn when 2 figures, seemingly crawling animals, emerge.
A Reddit user posted the following strange video to the internet that seems to capture something legitimately bizarre outside his dad's workplace, courtesy of a piece of security camera footage. The footage initially appears to be relatively normal in nature, but it doesn't take long at all for this quite mundane and ordinary video to take a seriously strange and eerie turn. Take a look.
Upon closer inspection, they resemble 2 crawling humans, making the scene even more unsettling.
All of a sudden, a strange apparition, or perhaps even two apparitions, can be seen walking in the road directly in front of the security camera, walking in a strange and unsettling manner, which seems to be the consensus for commenters as well.
In this video, a patient in an ICU bed, groggy and disoriented, spots a nurse in full white PPE and gasps, screaming in fear, mistaking the nurse for a ghost. The nurse, startled, raises her hands to calm the patient, but she continues to panic, shouting and trying to protect herself. Other staff rush in, some amused yet professional, while the nurse explains the misunderstanding. A regular elevator ride turned into a mysterious encounter when these two men, shown from 4 camera angles, stepped into the elevator. Upon reaching their floor, they moved to leave the elevator, and that's when this happened. Where did that come from? During a severe storm in Turkey, a cloud formation resembling a demonic face appeared, sparking panic among locals. Witnesses captured the eerie sight in photos and videos, with some interpreting it as a supernatural sign. Meteorologists dismissed the phenomenon as a rare optical illusion, but the unsettling image left many shaken. A hospital security guard witnessed a bizarre incident involving a doctor who specializes in abortions, captured on camera displaying signs of possible demonic possession.
All right, now watch this.
Why?
Because it's a sin before God.
Why?
Wow.
Stinky breath.
Yeah,
Why?
that's pretty evil of you, sir.
Yeah, I am.
And I hope and pray that you...
Yeah.
An interviewer urged the doctor to repent and stop performing abortions, but the doctor's response left both the guard and interviewer utterly stunned.
Yeah, I love it.
You love it, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I hope that you come to Christ, sir.
Oh, I never go to Christ.
I hope that you come to Christ,
No,
sir.
I don't go to Christ.
Yeah, you...
I don't listen to Christ.
You will have a darkened heart, sir.
I do have a darkened heart. Yeah.
You have a darkened heart.
I do, very, very much so.
And you will stand before God in judgment day.
Yes, I will. Every day.
You will stand before God in judgment day.
Yes, I will. Every day.
All of the babies that you have
love it.
killed.
I love it.
Yeah, keep tearing the babies apart.
Yeah, I will.
Keep tearing the babies
I
apart. Keep tearing the babies apart. Yeah, sir. The babies, their blood screams from the ground.
A family viewed the footage from their doorbell camera, and this is what they found: a ghostly apparition walking around in the elevator front yard.
Is this toddler possessed? Listen to his plaintive wail as he balances himself on his crib.
Some viewers suggested that it's probably a lost family member hanging around. Something triggered a family's doorbell camera on a late night in Florida. This was the footage that was captured. The footage shows the entity walking from one end of the camera range to another. What do you think of it? A nature camera set up in a remote forest recently captured footage of a ghostly figure, sparking debate over whether it's a camera trick or something more sinister.
Captured deep within a forest on a remotely activated nature camera, this mysterious ghostly figure was filmed crossing the woods. It appears to be a see-through.
The figure appears to materialize in the shadows, moving very quickly and quite eerily through the trees, with no clear explanation for its appearance.
Moving much faster than a person would walk, but on close inspection does have the form of a human. Is this a simple camera trick, or is it evidence of a ghostly figure or demon in the woods?
A chilling experience unfolded for a hiker in the Gila National Forest near Highway 15. The hiker was making his way down a small canyon when he was startled by several loud bangs, echoing through the forest. Just a few seconds later, the hiker was shocked to hear blood-curdling screams coming from both his left and right sides, creating an unnerving sense of being surrounded. The screams seemed to be responding to each other, creating a terrifying dialogue that left the hiker frozen in fear, wondering what was making these horrifying sounds in the depths of the forest. An oil field worker recorded footage while driving along a remote road, unaware that something unusual had been captured. The dark figure was only noticed later when reviewing the video.
This is not like a terrorist attack or a natural disaster or an act of war where the world completely changes over the course of an hour, because this is something...
Standing near the tree line, the figure appeared to be holding something in its arms. It remained motionless as the vehicle passed, blending into the shadows of the woods.
It's going to unfold, it's been unfolding for months, it's going to continue to unfold for months.
A man embarked on a solo camping trip deep in the woods, setting up his tent in a secluded area for the night.
Toasty fire out there.
All right, guys, so it is getting colder out now. I say now's a good time. It's probably around 10 o'clock or so. So now would be a good time to fire up those rechargeable hand warmers. I'm really curious to see if they'll last all night. When I wake up in the morning, are they still warm?
As he rested, strange noises echoed through the trees, making him uneasy, but he brushed them off as wildlife.
Let him know. What is that noise coming from the lake? So yeah, in part 1 I had mentioned...
Suddenly, out of nowhere, a figure rushed toward him, launching a violent attack, forcing him to fight for his life in the darkness. A video captures what appears to be the Canadian Sasquatch, just standing still in a dense forest. The footage shows a large, shadowy figure navigating the trees, sparking debate about its authenticity. This woman stepped into an elevator, but no one expected what happened next. She appeared to be losing control of her body as her purse dropped to the floor. When she stepped out, something forced her to her knees, and after a while she was dragged back into the elevator by some invisible force. Ghosts don't need darkness to haunt, as this Brazilian soccer footage reveals. Amid the cheering crowd, a shadowy figure sprints through them.
Hello viewers, I just wanted to show you something I found on the Huffington.
Look closely. No one moves or reacts. Despite the figure running at full speed, the spectators remain unaware, too focused on the game to see, hear, or feel its presence.
Post on this is a shadow person running through the stadium here at a soccer game.
Filmed in a house in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, this clip allegedly captures a Jinn haunting. A man investigates, but trouble follows. He hears noises and, finding nothing, begins praying in Arabic.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu هذا مكان مسلمين، أنتم مش جايبكم هنا. أنا متحسن بذكر الله عز وجل، ولن يضرني إلا بشيء قد كتبه الله لي. بسم الله. بسم الله.
Doors slam on their own. He checks behind them but sees nothing. Then, a door behind him slams, making him panic.
بسم الله. بسم الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله. أعوذ بالله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. الله.
Following the noises, he finds no one. Objects crash, and a loud crack comes from above. Looking up, he sees the chandelier shattered, seemingly by an unseen force.
حصنت نفسي بلا إله إلا الله. حصنت نفسي بلا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر. الله القوي وأنتم الضعفاء. الله القوي وأنتم الضعفاء.
A man was hiking through the woods, casually filming his path. In the distance, a figure dressed in white was already visible walking through the woods. As he continued, the camera caught another glimpse of the same figure further ahead, making its way around the woods. During an overlanding trip to Ruby Falls in the Alberta Rockies, a family set up camp with their jeeps parked nearby, ready for a night in the wilderness. As the night went on, their cameras picked up something strange moving around their vehicles, barely visible in the darkness. The mysterious figure lurked for some time before disappearing, leaving them with eerie footage that defied explanation. A man was walking through the woods at night, his flashlight barely illuminating the path ahead. He appeared tense as he moved cautiously through the darkness. In fear, he decided to take shelter inside a cave, staying there for a while before gathering the courage to leave. As he stepped out and turned to shine his flashlight back at the cave entrance, a figure could be seen peeking out from the shadows. camera footage captured eerie footage deep in the woods, recording the quiet and stillness of the surroundings. Suddenly, a humanoid figure barely visible in the darkness glided across the camera's path, its movements unnatural and silent. A person was recording while exploring the woods, capturing the quiet, eerie atmosphere of the wilderness.
Yeah, it's right back there.
Yep. As they moved forward, strange noises echoed behind them, and an unsettling presence seemed to be lurking just out of sight.
Hope there ain't nobody in there.
I don't think so. I don't think they would lock the gate if there was in there.
At the time, nothing unusual seemed to be present, but upon replaying the footage, a strange creature could be seen lurking in the background. Under the calm night sky, nothing seems unusual. A white cat walks into view, pauses, and faces away from the building. Suddenly, it looks back, takes 2 steps forward, and vanishes into thin air as if it was never there. This office seems undeniably haunted. On December 13th, 2014, CCTV captured chilling footage. At first, everything appears normal. Suddenly, the TV and computer start flickering. The chair begins rocking, then eerily lifts off the ground before slamming down. To make things worse, an unknown substance spills from the corner, and the TV switches on, staying that way. Ever witnessed a ghost on a rampage? This next clip shows just that. A ghost in the kitchen seems enraged, wreaking havoc on everything around it. Cupboard doors fling open violently, as if torn by anger. Plates fly from the drawers, shattering on the floor. Objects from the dining table move on their own, falling to the ground. A toddler, Connor Booth, was filmed balancing on the crib railing with glowing eyes, wailing in the middle of the night. His parents were stunned when they saw the nanny cam footage.
Is this toddler possessed? Listen to his plaintive wail as he balances himself on his crib. And those eyes, they're glowing. Imagine the surprise little Connor Booth's parents felt when they saw the nanny cam video.
Connor first climbs the side of his crib, then astonishingly balances on the top rail for 22 seconds, before falling back onto the mattress.
Climbs up the side of his crib, then does the impossible, steadying himself on the top rail for a remarkable 22 seconds before falling backwards onto the mattress. Possessed baby. Gotta be fake, right? Actually,
A lady was camping alone in her truck camper, parked deep in the wilderness, enjoying the isolation of nature.
Well, I didn't get much sleep last night for obvious reasons because I had an unidentified creature crawling around in the cab of my truck. And tonight, I want to stay up all night so I can potentially catch it on camera. So I figured it's the perfect opportunity for me to stay up with my Dr. Straight instant mushroom coffee with 7 superfood mushrooms. No, it doesn't taste like mushrooms. Everyone always asks that. It tastes like a nice hot cup of coffee. And every purchase helps support this channel and helps me make more videos like this. You can find it at drstraight.com. And if you don't like coffee, no big deal.
Later, her camera captured a strange figure moving through the trees in the distance. Its large frame and steady movements resembling either Bigfoot or Sasquatch.
Still waiting around. Haven't seen or heard anything. It's getting kind of late. Did you see that thing? I wonder if the outside camera got it. I don't know what that thing was, but that was insane. I've never seen anything like that creature before. It's just ripping through the woods. It is terrifying, and I need to get out of here right now.
A group set out for a camping trip in the woods, surrounded by old cabins and abandoned buildings, eager for a night of adventure.
We have a massive giveaway going on, so if you guys want to participate, simply just comment hashtag holidays down in the comment section below. We got a couple $100 Visa gift cards, and we also got some signed merchandise from the both of us. So yeah, if you want your name to be entered 2 times in the giveaway, share it on any social media platform. That's it. You ready, Ben? Let's head on in. All right.
As the night progressed, they began hearing unsettling screams echoing from deep within the trees, sending chills through the group.
Guys, I'm gonna whisper right now. It sounds like footsteps are approaching the campsite. I'm gonna shut this off really quick. Hold on, I'm gonna come get the camera. Oh, it sounds like it's coming closer. It sounds like it's getting closer.
Later, into the night, an unknown figure suddenly appeared at their campsite, leaving them shaken and unprepared for what was happening.
Who's there? Who's there? Slow it off, slow it off.
No, don't turn the lights off, don't turn the lights off.
Okay, my bad. Hold on. Yo, who's there?
A man ventured into the woods at night, equipped with an infrared camera to capture anything unusual lurking in the darkness.
Right, let's pan around and see if we can see anything. Really, there's a worn tree trunk bottom behind my
Look.
As he scanned the area, distinct handprint was visible, leaving him unnerved about what else could be out there.
Mice and things dotted about. Nothing around there. What is that? There's two fucking handprints.
Strange shapes and figures began to appear through the camera, revealing what seemed to be creatures hiding in the shadows.
Focus it in.
A surprising and intriguing scene was captured on a trail camera, showing a man walking past the woods. The footage began with the man coming into view, appearing to be naked as he walked calmly and casually through the wooded area. A trail camera, left in the middle of the forest, captures creepy sounds echoing through the trees. The distant screams grow louder, sending an unsettling feeling as the forest remains empty and still. Suddenly, rocks are hurled toward the camera from an unseen force, before everything falls silent again. A paranormal incident was caught on camera when a motorcyclist, sitting idly on his bike, was suddenly attacked by a nylon bag. The eerie footage shows the man resting by a deserted road when the bag moves unnaturally, wrapping around his head and shoulders. He struggles to free himself, as if an invisible force is controlling it. This eerie video shows a man cleaning his pool when a dark figure appears to his right. Suddenly, he throws away the mop as if possessed. He starts acting strangely, moving like someone losing control. When his wife approaches, he violently shakes her off and drops to all fours. A woman was captured by her son while she was possessed. This is what he captured.
Is this?
The video shows the woman making incoherent sounds, allegedly showing she wasn't acting by herself. disturbing event, believed by some to be a case of demonic possession, was caught on a grocery store's security camera. The footage shows a shopper walking through the aisles when her behavior suddenly changes. She begins staggering, jerking uncontrollably, and collapses, thrashing violently. The entity's entry and exit are visible, disrupting end cap displays, shaking a sign, and interfering with the camera. A group of dirt bikers were riding through a wooded trail, speeding over the rough terrain as they recorded their ride. Suddenly, one of them was knocked off his bike by a strange humanoid figure that appeared on the path. Another rider immediately chased after the creature, following it until it disappeared into the dense bushes. A search then went on to try and look for and identify what that could have been. A bizarre and unsettling encounter was captured on video by a passing driver, showing a creepy man standing near the woods.
Buddy, how you doing? Oh.
The footage began with the man standing at the edge of the wooded area, engaging in a conversation with the driver as they slowed down.
Just some cruisers, man.
However, as the conversation drew to a close, the man's behavior took a strange turn, as he suddenly dropped to his hands and knees and began crawling towards the driver, which then sped away.
That's crazy. Guy's crawling at me like a goddamn... What's up, dude?
A person was exploring deep in the jungle, recording their surroundings as they moved through the dense trees. As they scanned the area with their camera, a faint figure appeared in the distance, barely visible through the foliage. the figure seemed to vanish, leaving the jungle eerily silent. A woman was driving through the woods at night, recording her surroundings with the car's headlights guiding her path. A blood-curdling scream pierced through the trees, prompting her to accelerate rapidly and flee the scene in terror.
Oh my god, no. That.
While filming a house tour, a real estate agent forgot her lines and restarted the video.
Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this beautiful vintage 1962. Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this vintage 1963 bungalow.
Mid-sentence, a door opened on its own. She stared for seconds before approaching, daring it to move again. As she explored, challenging doors and glasses, a screeching noise echoed. Rushing back, she saw a circular object fall from the ceiling. Forgetting her paper, she bolted from the house.
Go ahead, do it again. You're on camera. Open this door. Come on, just move a glass or something. Go ahead, do it again. Not scared.
This man's house is undeniably haunted. Strange noises came from his bathroom. Objects moved on their own. His guitar played itself, and his dog barked at nothing while the lights flickered.
This man is being haunted by some sort of demon. It all started when he heard something coming from his bathroom, which quickly escalated into things moving by themselves and even the guitar playing itself.
Hello?
His dog would bark endlessly at nothing, and his lights began to flicker on and off.
Then he spotted a ghostly figure behind the door. When he checked, it vanished. The figure, appearing human, knocked before disappearing into thin air.
He then noticed a ghostly figure appearing in his camera. However, when he would get close to it, his feet would vanish. That entity would appear as a human and not on his own, and disappear into thin air.
In 2008, a man noticed strange occurrences at home. His dogs hid under the bed in fear.
Session of that performance of the Corngold
can share it. Just imagine the foot stomping from the members of the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra responding to that performance by James Ennis. Wow. That's from the CBC Records CD, which brought home a Grammy earlier this year.
One day, his radio turned to static, a spirit orb shot out the window, and the attic door rattled violently before opening and closing on its own. When the activity stopped, the radio returned to normal. Later, a paper towel roll flew from the table. The radio acted up again, and the video recording distorted as if a ghost interfered.
Is this toddler possessed? Listen to his plaintive wail as he balances himself on his crib.
His dogs stared at the same spot, tracking something unseen. Though he never caught the entity on camera, its disturbing presence was undeniable. A group of explorers investigated two old buildings, one tied to a rumored murder. As they approached, one hesitated, wary of its dark history.
Yo, there's candles lit in here. What? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Explore. Today we are in the woods, pretty much, heading to a house. There's actually two houses. There was actually a bit of a tragedy at one of the houses. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but I just know someone died and that it was on the second floor. And
They entered the first building through a window, finding demonic paintings but no strange activity. In the second building, they discovered what looked like bloodstains and more eerie artwork. One explorer cautiously ascended the stairs, camera in hand.
blood, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. There's already some weird writing on the wall. Check down the first floor first, which I don't see much left. But I already see the fridge. I think this is the kitchen. And maybe a living room? Which, all of this is completely empty.
Handrail in this not so beautiful house where tragedy happened.
We get some really nice sayings on the wall.
Yeah, don't know what that's about, but we're gonna head upstairs now, see if anything happens.
At the top, he froze and called his partner. Flickering lights led them to a room where a circle of lit candles sat ominously. Who set it up and why remains a chilling mystery.
Until I came into this room. And now I have to, because this is super creepy. Let's see what's behind this door. it's just a bathroom. And honestly, why is that shower curtain so fitting? Like, it's so, like, happy, but it's creepy at the same time. Okay. I don't even want to know what's up in this attic. Surprisingly, it's very clean. And it smells a little bit, but a lot cleaner than I thought.
A man set up camp alone in the haunted Pocamoke forest, documenting his night in the eerie, silent woods.
This is nuts. Alright, so the woods are... What the frick is that? There's something over here by this tree. What is that?
As he sat inside his tent, the atmosphere grew tense, and strange noises could be heard in the distance.
Has something evil haunted this woods? I don't know what that said.
Suddenly, something hit the tent with force, startling him. Then the video abruptly cut off. A group of boys are playing and splashing in the river, enjoying themselves without noticing anything unusual. A faint, transparent figure appears near the water's edge and slowly moves forward before slipping into the river. Highway surveillance video from the United Kingdom captured what appears to be a strange, humanoid-like creature sprinting across a 4-lane highway. The figure moves unnaturally fast, weaving through traffic with an agility that defies explanation. A man explores an abandoned house. The creaking floors and peeling walls create an unsettling atmosphere.
Would my sister be mouth and make a male of me and Lupe Mavquez? Okay.
He catches a glimpse of what appears to be a face peeking out from a dark corner, leaving him frozen. With his heart racing, he ventures deeper, only to discover he's not alone. A shadowy figure lurks in the distance.
Oh man, this is Dude, I think I hear somebody. I think I hear something.
Panic takes hold as the house transforms from abandoned to ominous, prompting him to flee in terror.